Debut, it just didn't seem to go as well as you kind of wanted it to. I mean, what was your first impression about tonight?
From the Goddard perspective, the quarterback's a very talented kid, and we saw that when we went to and saw their scrimmage. He does a nice job. He has a great presence in the pocket, and he throws a nice ball, and it's hard to defend a nice pass. And so that was something that we really struggled with. Obviously, was our pass defense that really hurt us. Offensively for us, it comes down to execution, and we've had guys some dinged up, and there was guys that just didn't execute like they're supposed to. For our offense to work, we need all the guys on the same page. It's not an offense built around one kid scrambling around making plays. It's about all guys working together, and that's just going to take some time for us.
You got beat there on the first play from the scrimmage, a deep pass. What were your thoughts going into that, and then them scoring again, and then you guys answering?
Well, the thing is with this, what you'll see with kids is that first play is very, very important, and that can set the tone. And when we saw that, we were in a cover 3, something that we just totally blew, and we shouldn't have ever given that up. So that's something that really hurt us on that, and I could sense our sideline. We never recovered with it for another series. When they came back and scored again, we were trying to get the guys going, and we came back and answered. I felt like, hey, we're one possession away from tying this ball game up. We're still in it. As many mistakes we made, we still had a lot of chances in this football game. We really did. And it comes down to making plays. When the guys have the opportunity arises, you've got to make your play.
They're right before the half. Austin Lloyd, he dropped a good interception and right at that particular moment. And then the next play, it seemed like Goddard made like a 20-yard play. Would you call those two plays probably the key moments of the game?
To be honest with you, I think that first play is probably the key moment of the game.
The very first play.
Very first play. I just don't think our kids really fully recovered from that, and it just really sucked the life out of us, and that's unfortunate.
What did you tell the kids at halftime about the first half, about that first play?
Well, with a new program, you're just trying to remind them of the basic stuff that you've been working on, and that's just going to take some time. One thing that when we went in at halftime, we just talked about communicating up front is what we're doing, so we can execute offensively. And when we flip on the film, when the guys went to the right people and made the consistent blocks, then we had success. And when our brain fell out, it hurt us. It hurt us bad. So we got to go back and just continue to repetition. We've got a very simple package, and it's going to take some time even to master that.
You had some long runs there. You had some nice runs. Cliff had the 2 touchdowns. Becker seemed to be pretty good at quarterback, made some people miss. What was your assessment of those players tonight?
Those guys did a nice job, but we've got for us to be consistent offensively, it's not going to be just one play here and one play there. We've got to continue to back those up with one after another. And negative yards are just an absolute killer for any offense. And we struggled on first down tonight, we really did. And that's a down where you cannot afford to lose when you want to run the football. That's just not going to work out very well for you.
Three turnovers. We spoke about this during the preseason about turnovers. We're still turnover plagued. It didn't seem like it improved from last year.
Didn't at all. 3 turnovers. We talked before. 3 turnovers, that gives you basically 0 chance of winning a football game when you're -3 in a turnover count.
Yeah.
And for us, we're going to need everything to go our way, especially against a good team like that who can throw the football.
Sure.
And so that's definitely 3 turnovers. That's a battle they struggled with last year, and obviously we struggled with it the first game. We've got to address that and continue to get better at it.
Do you think that quarterback's about as good as quarterback as you'll see this season?
For a kid that was making his first start, that was very impressive. Really? The balls he threw were right on. He had great presence. I was very impressed with their quarterback tonight.
Well, they came out with a plan that they were going to throw deep, and they did.
Yeah.
I can't think. I had something I can't think of.
Thanks, Coach.